For activity 2 of second week of second quarter, we're going to solve word problems involving systems of linear inequalities in two variables by graphing. Now we have the following steps. Number 1, read and understand the given problem. Number 2, represent the statements into mathematical statements. Number 3, solve the given word problem. Let's have this example. So for step number 1, we're going to read and understand this problem. Mr. De La Cruz paid at most 260 pesos for 4 adults' tickets and 10 children's tickets. Suppose the total cost of an adult's ticket and a children's ticket is not more than 55 pesos. What could be the cost of adult's ticket and children's ticket? Now, in Tagalog, si Mr. De La Cruz ay nagbayad daw ng hindi lalagpas sa 260 pesos para sa 4 na adult's ticket at 10 na children's ticket. Ngayon, kapag ang isang adult's ticket at isang children's ticket ay hindi lalagpas sa 55 pesos kapag pinag-add natin o pinagsama natin yung price ng adult's ticket at children's ticket ay hindi daw lalagpas sa 55 pesos. Magkano ang bayad ng isang adult's ticket at children's ticket? To represent the given into mathematical statement, let us first assign variables. So for the adult's ticket, let X be the cost of adult's ticket and Y for the cost of children's ticket. Now, it says here that Mr. De La Cruz paid 260 pesos for 4 adults ticket and 10 children's ticket. So we can represent this statement with this mathematical statement. So 4 adults ticket, 4 X plus 10 children's ticket, 10 Y at most. So the linear inequality symbol for at most is less than or equal. 260 pesos. 260 pesos. Okay, now suppose the total cost of adult's ticket and children's ticket is not more than 55 pesos. We can represent this as adult's ticket plus children's ticket is not more than. So it means we're going to use also less than or equal. Not more than 55 pesos. Okay, now we have these two inequalities, and this is an example of systems of linear inequalities. Now we're going to solve first for the X and Y intercept of the first linear inequality for us to graph these systems. So we have 4x plus 10y is less than or equal to 260. Now we will change the inequality symbol by equal sign. So we have 4x plus 10y is less than or equal to 260. Equal. Let's change this to equal sign. Okay, and then to solve for the X intercept, we are going to let y as 0. So we have 4x plus 10 times 0 is equal to 260. We will cancel this because 10 times 0 is 0. So what is left? We have 4x is equal to 260. We will divide both sides by 4. Now, we're going to divide 4 divided by 4, and that is 1. So we will just write as x. Next, we're going to divide 260 by 4, and the answer is 65. So for our x-intercept, we have 65, 0. And for the y-intercept, rather, we will let x as 0. So we have 4 times 0 plus 10y is equal to 260. We will cancel this because 4 times 0 is 0. What is left? We have 10y is equal to 260. Divide both sides by 10. To remove 10 beside y, we have y is equal to 26. So our y-intercept is 26, 0. For the second inequality, we have x plus y is less than or equal to 55. Now, for the just like the first, we're going to change this into equal sign. So we have x plus y is equal to 55. Next, to solve for the x-intercept, we're going to let y as 0. So we have x plus 0 is equal to 55. Therefore, x is equal to 55. And our x-intercept is 55, 0. And for the y-intercept, we will let x as 0. So we have 0 plus y is equal to 55. Now, we have 55, or y is equal to 55. And our y-intercept is 55, 0, 55. So this is 0 and 55. Now, after solving for the x and y intercepts of each inequality, we are now ready to plot and graph. But take note, since we are using this less than or equal inequality symbol, we're going to use solid line. Okay? Okay, so we're going to plot the computed x and y intercepts. So we have 65, 0 and 0, 26. So correction for what we solved, it is 0, 26, not 26, 0. Next, we have 0, 55 and 55, 0. Take note, our Cartesian plane here is in a scale of 10. So, next, we're going to decide what kind of line we're going to use. Since we have less than or equal, we're going to use solid line. So, we're going to connect this using solid line. We have this. And we're going to connect these 2 points by solid line again. And we have this. Now, if we're going to observe this, we shaded this blue graph downwards because we use less than or equal. And the same with the red graph. Now, where we're going to find the solution of the problem. Of course, we can find the solution set on the part of the graph where the 2 shades overlap. So we have this region. But take note, we are looking for the cost of adult's ticket, that is X, and children's ticket, that is Y. Now we're going to find the solution. So here, we can say that each adult's ticket is 10 pesos and at the same time, the children's ticket is also 10 pesos. Or we can also say that each adult's ticket is 10 pesos and each children's ticket is 20 pesos. Or vice versa, 20 pesos for adult's ticket and 10 pesos for the children's ticket. Or we can also say that each adult ticket is 30 pesos and children's ticket is 10 pesos. Take note, we can say that the solution set is in this part because we have negative numbers here. Same also in this part, because we have negative values for x and y, and also in this part. So take note, if we're dealing with problems, we can only get the solutions on the positive x-axis and positive y-axis, or on the first quadrant. Okay, so you can now solve your activity